comedian. Chris Jones returns to the show. Plus, we start our month-long competition featuring Chicago restaurants. Get ready for the Bite Bracket. And film critic Richard Roper reviews Mickey 17, a science fiction comedy starring Robert Pattinson. Now, here are your hosts, Val Warner and Ryan Cheverini.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Windy City Weekend. It is Friday, March 7th, and as you can hear, we have a live studio audience in the house.
Yeah, we got some first-timers here today, right? First-timers? Woo! All right.
Yes.
Took you 14 years, but you made it.
And you know what? They made it in the weather, so that's why we appreciate you even more. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, speaking of 14 years, I told Val this morning. This is your 14-year anniversary at ABC today.
And I did not even remember. Today.
Yeah.
You are so right, because I remember I started the week of my birthday.
That's right.
I
And
shouldn't even be able to forget that day, March 7th.
and we are exactly 5 years apart 5 years and 1 day apart.
Age, I'm 5 years younger than him.
5 years, 10 years, I think.
They're like, they didn't even laugh. They're like,
No, I started here 19 years ago yesterday, and so that's how I remember. Thank you. That's how I remember, because our old executive producer, Hank Menheim, was the one that's randomly found this out, like, I don't know, 5 years into the show or something. He's like, you know, your anniversaries for starting at ABC are a day apart, 5 years and a day apart.
and since we're speaking of dates and anniversary, this is my 20th year in Chicago.
20.
So my 14th year here at ABC 7, 20 years in Chicago.
Wow. And
That's something.
and March 11th, Val turns 21, and I think we got a little something for her.
Yes!
Happy birthday!
Wow!
We got
Where
something.
is it?
We got something. Oh, here we
A
go.
date?
Yeah, I know that you love red velvet.
Well, I do.
Yeah,
Oh my
red
God,
velvet's
this looks
always been your favorite, so
good.
there you go. Happy birthday.
Yum, 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 yum to my tongue.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Amazing.
This smells good.
20 years.
Thank you.
20 years in Chicago, 21 years old. I mean, that is perfect. That is perfect, yeah.
Exactly.
So a host chat topic, I've been wanting to get to this
Yes.
for like a week. Since Valentine's Day, I saw this in the news. And every week I've been trying to get to it. We're finally getting to it because I cannot believe this stat. Almost 50% of young men ages 18 to 25 in the United States have never asked out a woman in person.
Well, because it's social media. Think about it. Why would they ever
Yeah.
need to? And dating apps.
They will never know the pain, guys.
The
that
nerve, the
Oh.
butterflies.
Remember when you just like wanted to like ask her out for the first time? You wanted to like take her to a movie, like that was, or the skating rink.
Garden.
Yeah, even before that, like the roller skating rink.
Oh, okay. You're talking about like when you're in teenage years.
Yes, or just like I think it was like 6th grade. I had like my first kiss. You know.
You did?
Yeah.
A little fast thing.
Yeah. Her name's Brandy.
Brandy.
She's a
Where
fine
is
girl.
Brandy?
She's probably in jail, actually. she was. Her dad rode a Harley. She was a tough girl.
She was a tough girl.
Tough.
We gotta find Brandy for your 50th.
Yeah. Well,
Bring her out.
Yeah, bring her out. No. But yeah, remember that, guys? Like you had to like ask, or to go to the dance. Like you had to ask the girl to go to like the winter formal before prom.
Well, you know, the kids these days are, I think they're still doing that though, right? So I don't know how true these stats are, because nowadays the kids come up with very creative signs and expressions and things to do in their friend groups to ask somebody. Like, I just ran across a picture of Zoe when a guy asked her and said, Zoe, don't be a bro, go to Hope Co. or something like that. And they have these little cute little signs that they ask them out.
They call it the promposal.
Yeah. Or any dance.
Yeah, but still, I do think though, you mentioned it, social media. So younger people, I think they're having sometimes you run into the younger people and they just don't know how to approach anybody. Like my dad always taught me, when you walk into a room, you address people in the room. You say
Tell me
hello,
about it.
right?
You
That's like,
speak.
because when we were very young, you have to be taught that.
Yes.
And I remember we came in, my brother and I walked into a room, we didn't say hi to anybody because we didn't know, we were young.
Yeah.
I just said, when you walk into a room, say hello, just address
That's
everybody.
called manners.
Right.
Eddie raised you right. And
Right.
sometimes this generation, I'm big. And another thing, not that we're on this topic, but I like when young kids say, hi, Miss Val or Mr. Right.
And honestly,
Not calling, young people calling adults by their first name.
and I don't know if that's cultural, but that was the first time I experienced it was probably with Zoe and Max.
Oh, really?
Well, just to hear them say it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they call me Uncle Ryra.
Yeah, they call you. I would say they never called you Mr.
No.
Ryan. But yeah,
I
no,
heard that
Miss
with them.
Gina, Mr. Hank. Yeah.
Do you think it's a cultural thing?
I don't know. What do you think, white people?
I don't. But I do think
You don't care?
it's big in the black community, right?
Say it again. They say Mr. and Miss. So maybe it's not.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good, but the whole social media thing really is. It's like, I mean, the social network, not the social.
Yes.
You see that, but there's the social dilemma. Is that documentary that you got to watch? But it just
We
talks
talked about
about
that, too.
how the dopamine hits, where you got to get the likes, and but just now how you can't communicate in person as well when you're in your formative years and you're not learning how to just communicate with people.
Right, and you were talking about the nerves and the butterflies that they're missing by not doing that. But this generation, they're so much more nervous and anxious about so many other things.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I feel like what they're lacking in terms of actually asking somebody out in person, they're making up for it in other areas because they're so anxious about a lot of things.
I know. You get the whole, should I post this picture? I don't know. Is this good enough?
Right.
And then people don't like it and then you delete it. I'm so glad we didn't have to deal with that.
Thank goodness.
That is a tough thing. But the other thing that's been lost is love letters. Love letters are lost, right?
Yeah, who's written a love letter lately?
Now, you still write handwritten notes.
I still write handwritten notes and
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
And like, even if I buy a card, I still like to write a note with the card.
Right.
Yeah. So.
I had a video. I don't know if we got it in though. I had a birthday wish. That
Oh,
was
you did?
from Java. Did we get it in time?
Did you?
We may not, but I'll play it for you if not.
Oh, not now.
It's your birthday, and you know how we feel about birthdays. So I just want to give you a special shout out and tell you how much I love you. And happy birthday. It's your day, it's a holiday, and we want to celebrate you. Love you so much, sweetie. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, cheers.
Smooch.
Mwah.
All right, we gotta take a break. Boy, time flies.
Yeah, it does. All right, coming up, he's an old friend of the show. Hypnotist and comedian Chris Jones is here in studio with us.
Yep, and Richard Roper is in studio with us every Friday. He's going to tell us whether it's better safe on the new sci-fi comedy Mickey 17. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Our first guest is a longtime friend of the show. He has two unique talents that he uses together, stand-up comedy, but he is also a hypnotist.
That's right, and today he is here to work his magic on some of our audience members. So let's welcome Chris Jones. Hi, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it.
We were just catching up in the break.
We were.
It's been forever.
It's been a
since
while.
you've been here.
Yes, it has been. I have a beautiful wife who's probably watching and a beautiful daughter, and you asked how I'm doing. Just grateful every day.
Yeah,
Like,
same. Life is
the
good.
world is scary, but I'm just spending time with people I love. Love those people hard. That's
You
it.
know what? Amen to that.
Yeah.
And I spent New Year's with y'all on the couch,
You did?
but I loved it. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Thank
Glad you
you.
get some good energy.
Yeah, and you've been performing quite a bit, right?
Yeah. I'm still doing colleges, universities, and hanging out at Zanies. Zanies has been very, very good to me.
All right.
Yeah. You're gonna get a little microphone
Oh,
action.
okay.
Yeah. All right. So now I know that you were talking to the audience before the show. Did you feel out the audience? Did you get a sense of who would make a good person to be hypnotized?
Yeah, I asked everybody in the audience to do a little thing real fast. Look at my hand. I said, I'm going to close this hand. And some people were like, I'm not looking at that hand. And then she was like, she was like, I don't trust Kenny Drake. I had to do a pivot doing a lot more comedy shows at comedy clubs because looking like Drake, I'm not Kendrick.
He killed the game for you.
But if you like Drake, I'll do the face real fast. This is the Drake face. Right? It's an album cover.
Yeah, it is an album cover.
All right. So go ahead and take over here.
Val, could you point to someone in the audience, just one person? Who is that?
Smiley. Yes,
Smiley?
you.
What's your name, Smiley Beautiful? Zah. If I asked you to look right here, I want you to give me a number from 1 to 12. What number would you feel right here? 3?
You said 8 or 3?
3. You point, Ryan, to one person?
Okay. I'm gonna go in the front row. She calls herself Black Sally. She's one of our.
Black Sally?
That's what she calls herself.
I'll
She's
move
one of
these
our
here.
faithful viewers.
if I asked you to give me a number from 1 to 5, feel the urge now, what would you give? Fair choice? And could you point to one person you don't know next to you? Anywhere.
Okay, so she said 4.
And in the red? Yeah? Could you give us a number from 1 to 9, please? No, 0 to 9. Whatever you like. 7. So what was that?
347.
347. These are for you. This is for you.
Me?
Yeah. And
The watch?
Yeah, let's take the watch off.
Oh, I don't know.
You got a new Rolex for your
347?
birthday?
That would be 347, the time.
Look at that. 347. It is 347. Okay.
Okay. He's feeling himself.
Okay. Can I shake hands with someone in the audience?
Yes. Isn't that something? Are the flowers mine too?
Oh, you know it, babe. Yeah. I talked to this gentleman for a little bit. You can come this way. His family's here.
Wow.
You saw everything. This is just a guest.
It's great to meet you, Miss Warren. It's great to meet you, Mr. Smith.
He's a very
Look,
polite
he
man.
listened.
You can sit
Listen.
right here for just a second.
And he said, Miss Warner, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus. Let me get
Trevedi.
this. Brian, let's
Nice
do
to
those
meet
so we can
Marcus.
block Marcus's face. Thank you.
I saw this gentleman. They were like, "Oh, hypnotize me, don't hypnotize me." And I shook his hand just like this. I said, "I want you to take a deep breath in. I want you to focus on your breath. Let your chin go towards your chest or torso, all the way down from the very top of your head to the very, very bottom of your feet. Relax every muscle, every nerve, and every fiber. This is what you look like when you're hypnotized. You know what's going on, but you don't care. You're focused inward. And if you work with a hypnotist, you can quit smoking, lose weight, gain confidence. I've only met this man and his very nice family for a few moments. He told me he's an athlete. I want you to imagine, picture, fill your mind, sir. You're a Chicago superhero. Any superpower you want, you can have. Super speed is fine, super strength is fine too, but any power you want, you can have. 3 numbers, you're gonna open your eyes. I wanna know how you got that ability, what's your gift, how do you help people? 3 numbers, you're Chicago's newest superhero, talking about yourself with pride for the city. 1, 2, 3, right away. You're the superhero now. Could you tell us your name, super sir?
Marcus Trevedi.
Yes. And when you're using your powers for good, what will we call you? Your superhero name?
Super Marcus.
Yes, of course. And what's your power? What do you do?
I fly around the city and I help people that are in need, like
Okay.
kind of like Superman, but Chicago Superman.
I met someone, they've been together 30 years. That's amazing. How would you help them do something amazing to celebrate 31 years with your powers?
I'd throw them a great party and I'd get a ton of gifts from around the city.
I love it. Popcorn and hot dogs and anyone think about going on a vacation? Or anyone, far away. Anyone from far away? Another country? Where are you from? You're from Chicago. Where's hometown?
Yeah.
Aruba? If she goes to Aruba, she misses her family and she misses her friends and she's homesick, misses family. How would you help her when she's homesick?
I'd probably be a helping hand and lend her help and provide her entertainment.
Gentlemen, I love it. I'm going to have you come this way, and the key word, come this way. The key word is gently. Gently put a finger right around here as you look straight ahead.
Don't touch his hair though.
He is
moved in 30 years.
He is perfect. Yes, just like that. You can activate your powers. You can read his mind. Ryan, think of a happy thought. Womp, 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 womp. Share with us all his happy thought that he's thinking of right now. Go ahead.
Playing baseball for the Cubs.
Very good. All right. Now, think of a happy place. Ryan, don't say it out loud.
Okay.
I'm going to give him the ability to read mind. Think of a happy place. What is his happy place? Any place in the whole world. Where is he going? What is he doing?
Hawaii, sitting on the beach.
I honest to God, that was the first thought. I said Italy second in my head, but first was Hawaii.
I love it. You can come this way. My young brother of another mother.
It's pretty cool.
Teach them a moment. Our beautiful black women, we don't touch their hair.
Yeah.
Like, you can hover the halo above business.
I'll just go right here.
Allow your eyes to close. In a moment, you notice Val's amazing. Got a birthday weekend coming up. Val's having what I call a naughty thought. Uh-oh. Gonna spill some tea. Activate your power. Womp, 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 womp. On a scale of 1 to 10, just give us a number. How naughty is her thought? You can stop right here. Scale of 1 to 10. How naughty is that thought?
7.
7. Whisper in my ear in front of your person. She doesn't do that either. Just use your hands. Whisper, whisper. Use your hands like a funnel. Don't say it in too loud. Yep, go ahead.
I think I heard that.
Val,
Yes, Steve?
you and your husband are special. I love it. We're gonna let that wrap. I will tell you at the break. Give him a huge round of applause. That was fantastic.
Thank you, Marcus.
Look at your hand for one more second, and you could just all the way down from the very top of your head to the very, very bottom. You can relax. I will give you back your boy, and this is Chicago's favorite superhero right now. I'll see y'all at Zany's.
All right.
Wow.
Hey, thank you, Marcus.
Here we go.
And Marcus, you're gonna get a free ticket to go check out Chris if you want to get hypnotized even more.
That's great.
That is episode
That's
3.
great.
Hey, if you want to experience Chris Jones live and in person, he is making multiple appearances at Zany's in Chicago and Rosemont this month. There are the dates right there on your screen, so go check them out.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Marcus, you're the best.
Thank you.
Coming up next, March is the month for bracket. So, in tribute to the college basketball tournament, we are going to be offering our own month-long competition, and this one involves Chicago's restaurants. We are calling it the Bite Bracket.
Yep, plus Richard Roper is reviewing a new movie about women's wrestling in the 1950s. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. You know, it is March, which means that basketball fans will soon be filling out their brackets. And that got us thinking, we should have our own elimination tournament. So we are launching the debut of the Windy City Bite Bracket.
Yeah, so with input from our staff, we picked 32 of our favorite restaurants in the city on our Windy City Weekend Facebook and Instagram pages. You can see those choices, okay? So we need you to respond to our post with your prepared or preferred choices for burgers, hot dogs, pizza, and sandwiches on Chicago's North Side, West Side, South Side, and downtown.
Yep, and then every Friday this month, there's going to be a new round in the tournament. And on the first Friday in April, we're going to announce the champion.
Yes.
That's going to be very good. All right, so make sure you participate in this. Let's have some fun because we love to have good restaurants and know about good restaurants around here. Okay, so the Oscars are over, but there's always new movies in theaters and on streaming platforms. So our friend and film critic Richard Roper has 3 new reviews this week. Welcome, Rich.
Welcome, Rich.
I love the brackets. I want to see the brackets of all the movie villains, and Hannibal Lecter was the champion.
Ooh, that would be a great
Scariest of all
bracket.
time. Yeah.
What would you put in number 1?
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter was
Oh,
number
really?
1.
Yeah. Look, who's one?
Well, I mean, Jason for me, because growing up, you know,
Friday the
Friday the 13th,
yeah.
Freddy Krueger. Who
There's
we
a lot
had
of
on
great
this-
ones, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get to these movies. First up, a highly anticipated science fiction comedy. Rich, tell us more about Mickey 17.
So this is really interesting. It's set in the near future, and there's a kind of a cross between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, who wants to colonize a distant planet. And Robert Pattinson, you know, the actor from the Twilight movies, he's Mickey 17 because he's a human guinea pig. They keep sending him out there to try to figure out, you know, if there's toxic stuff in the air, and then he dies, and then they reprint him in a biological human printer. So he's the 17th version of Mickey. But then Mickey 17 doesn't die, but Mickey 18 shows up. Now you got a Mickey 17 and a Mickey 18, and it's just crazy stuff.
Did you like that?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
giving it a spin.
I think I need a Mickey.
Yes, it is one of the craziest looking movies of all time. You really believe you're on this crazy distant planet 30 years from now. And Robert Pattinson is good because he's playing Mickey 17 and Mickey 18. They're the same person, but they kind of have a split personality.
The same guy playing both.
Yes,
Wow.
good stuff.
So that's talent.
But
Okay.
you got to bring your brain to this one.
Okay. All right.
Val 1 has to bring her brain to Mickey 17.
Okay. Next up, can you imagine if there was 17
Oh
cows?
my goodness.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'd be too tired. I would be over her. Next up, there's a new Hulu series about 2 Pakistani American brothers and who actually learned that their late father was a crime boss. This one is set in Philadelphia, but shot entirely here in Chicago. Rich, is Deli Boys a spend or a save?
You know, unfortunately, it's a save. I like the cast a lot. I like the premise a lot, but it's all about drug dealers, and a comedy about drug dealers just seems to be poorly timed right now.
Yeah.
So the laughs are kind of laced with this feeling, yeah, but you're dealing drugs to the neighborhood. So unfortunately, Deli Boys is a save.
All right, we're going to skip that one. Last but not least, a biopic about a female professional wrestler who pioneered the sport at a time when all-girl wrestling was banned in most of the country. Rich, tell us more about Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, it's about the real dawn of women's wrestling, a true story. So it's a spend. It's basically Rocky, but it's female wrestlers, and all of the wrestlers in here, whether they're actors or wrestlers playing wrestlers. Ryan, I'm telling you, you're a tough kid. You're a good athlete, but you'd last about 46 seconds in the ring.
Yeah.
With the Queen of the Ring, I'm telling you.
No, I'm not contesting that.
Suplex to you, my friend.
So how was this received back then?
It was very controversial. In some states, you couldn't even have women wrestling, so they'd go on the carny circuit. But eventually, a very young promoter by the name of Vince McMahon got involved.
Really?
And it became a televised sport. True story. When you look it up, it's pretty amazing.
The Vince McMahon from WWE.
When he was a young dude back in the day. So,
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Good stuff. A lot of interesting stuff coming up this week.
Yeah, two of those spins were very interesting.
Don't go in the ring with Mickey 17.
There I was. All right, Rich, thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Well, it is always great to have a studio audience. In fact, we've got another live studio audience here next week.
Yeah, today the top row all skipped out because of the snow, but
Yeah.
we're going to have plenty of seats next week. So if you want to see our show live and in person on Friday, send us an email with your ticket request to wcwaudience@gmail.com. We will send a confirmation email. We will see you next week.